he's busted up. You know, I'm not a doctor, but his eye looked like he
is next for Ilia Topuria. Now Ilia Topuria's got to heal. He's got to heal, and there's nothing Ilia Topuria can do, because I feel he's set in his ways of how he goes about his fights, and how he goes about his fights aren't bad. I think he will always have a hard time with somebody who's able to withstand the shots that Ilia Topuria can.
Ilia Topuria's impressive streak came to an end at UFC Freedom Fights 250, but of greater concern is the injury he sustained. According to Dana White, Ilia Topuria is suspected to have suffered an orbital fracture following a grueling bout in the Octagon. White noted that the damage was severe, making it one of the toughest fights of Topuria's career, and as a result, he has been placed into immediate recovery mode.
Ilia's in the hospital. He's busted up. You know, I'm not a doctor, but his eye looked like he probably has broken orbital. I don't know that. That's not a fact, but I'm just assuming. And my plans for him are to go home and rest and recover and take his time. And you know, tonight was a rough night for him. I just want to make sure he's healthy and good, and not even thinking about him fighting again. Just want him to go home and relax and rest and heal.
In the aftermath of the event, Dana White also shared that Justin Gaethje took home $825,000 in performance bonuses, highlighting the significant financial reward for his impressive showing on the biggest stage.
Bonuses tonight are fight of the night, Ilia Gaethje, the performance of the night, Gaethje and Gone. So Gaethje wins like $825,000 in bonus.
Justin Gaethje later reflected on the fight, praising Topuria's speed and body shot attacks, but noting that once the bout moved beyond the early rounds, Topuria momentum began to fade. He suggested the pressure shifted as the fight progressed and confidence started to break under sustained exchanges. You gave him all the respect in terms of like his skill set in there, you know, said probably the second best guy you prepared for outside of Khabib, but now that you're through Ilia, was he as good as you thought he was? Was he better than you thought he was? Just can you talk about what you experienced in there with him?
Gave him all the respect in terms of like his skill set in there. You know, said probably the second best guy you prepared for outside of Khabib. But now that you're through Ilia, was he as good as you thought he was? Was he better than you thought he was? Just can you talk about what you experienced in there with him?
I mean, he's very good. I mean, my liver still hurts right now. Those body shots were crazy. I mean, he was really, really fast, but you know, when he didn't get the finish at the end of the second round, I think it really took his spirit. And, you know, again, I said it in the press conference leading up. I was like, he really backed himself into a corner saying he's going to be so dominant. And I said it. When we go to the second round, you're going to be like, what the fuck? When we go to the third round, you're going to be like, what the fuck? You know, that's what I did to him.
Expanding on that mindset, Gaethje explained that absorbing heavy damage while staying composed was part of his approach, highlighting how difficult moments forced him into a deeper survival state inside the cage.
It's really hard to put it into words right now. I mean, just trying to enjoy this moment. And yeah, it was such a crazy ride. We had a lot of delays. A couple of the, like the rehearsal delayed, tonight delayed. But yeah, it just, you know, these are the, again, I wouldn't recommend this to my enemy. We are some of the toughest people on this earth. Mentally, physically, all these guys up here and all the guys that lost tonight. We, and me specifically, I've said it from day one, I'm a promoter's wet dream. And I proved that tonight.
Justin Gaethje revealed he mentally prepared for a possible loss to dig into a deeper mindset. He said he took heavy damage but stayed composed and fought through the toughest moments. Justin Gaethje said, "I told myself I was going to lose. I told myself I was going to get embarrassed so that I can go to my most primal place and dig deep, and I had to. That guy had me in trouble. He had me rocked. He rocked my chin, smoked my liver, and I stuck in it." Adding historical weight to the discussion, an old Khabib Nurmagomedov clip resurfaced where he described Gaethje as the hardest hitter he had ever faced in the UFC, reigniting debate about Gaethje finishing power after the damage seen in recent fights. Emotional when a fight was Justin Gaethje last fight.
Emotional when a fight was Justin Gaethje last fight. It was like when I go to the cage, you know, this guy, he hit like truck, you know, like nobody hit harder than Justin Gaethje. His kick, his punch, his left hook, right uppercut, you know, it's like, but I make him hit me, you know. Like when I go to the cage and I was like, okay, I'm gonna bring him to the deep ocean. Yeah. Deep ocean is like I'm gonna make him tired on stand-up, and I'm gonna bring him on ground and finish him there. You know, first of all, what I have to do, because he have very good wrestling base. He is very good wrestlers, and like beginning of fight, I knew like this guy don't let me wrestling, and I go through on his punch kicks, and you know, like everything what happened with father, like I was think like nothing to lose.
Shifting into the title picture, Michael Bisping stated that Arman Tsarukyan had done enough to deserve the next lightweight title shot, arguing that no contender had a stronger claim at this stage, and that the division direction should move toward him immediately.
When you look at the rankings, there's one name, and we all know whose name that is Arman Tsarukyan. He is the guy that should get the shot. I think Justin Gaethje deserves right now to go and do whatever he wants to do, take as much time off as he likes, within reason. But Arman Tsarukyan needs to be the first defense. The man has been beating everybody. I mean, he's phenomenal. I mean, some of the performances that he's had, the finishes that he's had, and just the run that he's on, and the popularity that he has gained. You know, I mean, look at beating Charles Oliveira. I mean, destroying Dan Hooker last time out, and look at that against Beneil Dariush. It was mere seconds, like 16 seconds or something crazy like that. Arman Tsarukyan, without a shadow of a doubt.
Meanwhile, Arman Tsarukyan mocked Ilia after his defeat, and he believes he will be the next challenger for the belt. Arman said, "Ilia, no mas, Topuria." Arman Tsarukyan is having the time of his life right now as he continuously mocking Ilia on social media. Arman says on Instagram, "They called us crazy. Ilia, if you need any money for your medical bills, let me know." On the other side, Demetrius Johnson defended Topuria after the loss, noting that all great champions, including GSP and John Jones, have experienced losses. He added that setbacks don't define a fighter's career and believes Topuria can still return and achieve even greater success.
Ilia Topuria is 29 years old. He's made a ton of fucking money, and I mean, every great athlete loses. GSP lost. I've lost. I've gotten knocked out. Only person who hasn't lost, actually, he has lost. He lost to Hamill. John Jones has also lost. All the greats have lost, ladies and gentlemen. We've all lost, and that doesn't say that Ilia Topuria can't come back and be even greater.
Demetrius Johnson recently shared his thoughts on potential next opponents for Ilia Topuria, proposing high-level matchups that would showcase Topuria's skills. One such fight could be against Arman Tsarukyan, whose wrestling background, athleticism, and movement would provide a compelling stylistic challenge. Johnson also emphasized the impact of fight length on strategy, pointing out that 3-round bouts leave little room for adjustment, whereas 5-round title fights allow for more momentum shifts and opportunities to adapt during the contest.
You have Ilia Topuria versus Arman Tsarukyan. That'll be a sick fight too. He's gonna have to deal with Arman Tsarukyan's athleticism, his wrestling, just his will to move around and just be dynamic as an athlete. You know, can Arman withstand Ilia Topuria's power if you get him out? Now, next time Ilia Topuria fights, if it isn't a title fight, it's gonna be 3 rounds. So Ilia Topuria has less rounds to work with. If it's a title fight, so he's got 5 rounds, it changes the strategy a little bit. You guys don't realize that. When you're doing a 3-round fight versus a 5-round fight, things change.
Adding to the post-fight reactions, Paddy Pimblett mocked Ilia Topuria by resurfacing Topuria earlier tweet aimed at him after his loss to Justin Gaethje. Pimblett used it to taunt Topuria, referencing the quit on the stool moment and calling him out with sharp sarcasm, while also hinting at a potential rematch scenario involving Gaethje for the undisputed direction of the division. The only thing you had to do was beat a 38-year-old coming off of a 5-round war with me. Instead, you quit on your stool like the little bitch you are. I'm a real fighter and went 5 rounds. You're a little pretender chorizo. Congratulations, Justin Gaethje! Rematch for Undisputed! Sneeko added angle to the fallout with a parody impression of Islam Makhachev reacting to Justin Gaethje win over Ilia Topuria, joking that Topuria should focus on recovery and development before chasing higher challenges. The impersonation leaned into exaggerated humor while referencing the division's title picture and post-fight fallout.
To come to welterweight, you can't beat Justin. You need to spend 2-3 years in hospital to fix your face, brother. Brother, why you do this? This bullshit guy, you look like strawberry. Don't compare legacy for mine to Ilia, this bullshit guy. I'm just joking, I'm not saying it, but bullshit guy. You talk about legacy, double champ. Double champion, brother. Yes, lightweight and welterweight, brother. You can't come and ask for a fight. You can't even beat bullshit guy Justin Gaethje. Why this guy beat you, brother? Brother, this guy is Justin Gaethje for Bibi Netanyahu. Brother, you can't beat Justin. You want to fight the double champ? Come on, brother. Spend 2-3 years in Dr. Miami. Fix your face, brother. I don't want to hurt you, bro.
From a managerial perspective, Ali Abdelaziz summed up the night by calling MMA unpredictable, praising Gaethje's victory while also showing respect to Topuria, describing both men as elite competitors who delivered at the highest level. Ali Abdelaziz said, "This game is unforgiving. On any given night, anybody can lose. I believe Justin was going to win, and tonight he was the better man. He beat the champion and became the champion. That said, never celebrate another man's loss. Ilia Topuria is an incredible champion, a tremendous talent, and one of the best fighters in the world. Respect to both men for stepping in there and giving everything they had. Congratulations to Justin, and best of luck to Ilia on whatever comes next." On the other hand, the talks about Islam vs Ilia fight are also over now, because Ilia now has to regain his belt before calling out someone like Islam. Islam was supposed to fight Ilia earlier, and he claimed that he accepted a short notice offer to fight without negotiating terms, but said the matchup fell through after Ilia Topuria requested a reported $20 million purse. He added that Topuria team later indicated financial disagreements were the reason the bout did not materialize.
В Белом доме многие тебя тоже ждали на этом турнире, но вот Хабиб на нашем подкасте сказал, что он не хотел бы, чтобы ты там дрался. Сейчас ты понимаешь, почему он это сказал?
Плюс-минус понимаю, но у нас были разговоры. Я уже, как говорил, там в Твиттере я выкладывал. Иногда, если я молчу, все думают, что соперник, если разговаривает, то он правду говорит. Мне утром позвонили, предложили бой, я согласился. Ничего не прося, мне сами предложили бой с плюсом в гонораре. Потом на следующим утром перезвонили, сказали, что Топурия захотел где-то 20 что ли, миллионов. Ему отказали, и все, бой сорвался. И через пару часов его менеджер дал интервью, сказал, что нас не устроила сумма, чтобы подраться с Исламом. Но за те же деньги по контракту они согласились драться.
Islam Makhachev denied having any injury, saying he immediately agreed when the opportunity was presented. He also referenced conversations with his manager to support his claim that he was prepared to compete.
Ну, что-то уже, когда ты молчишь, а они болтают, и люди начинают им верить просто в интернете, я думаю. Травма, они уже обо мне переживают. Прими там бой, я приму, но нет уже контракта, как я приму? Что я приму вообще? У меня нет никаких...
Islam's coming back from an injury, a hand injury. As soon as he's ready, we'll figure out what's next for him.
У меня есть старая травма руки, но это после завершения моей карьеры я ее буду оперировать. Но сейчас это не причина, что бои какие-то срывались. На делах мы видели, что было сейчас. Кто-то скажет, что это неправда, но я могу показать переписки с моим менеджером, мы с ним созванивались, переписывались. Я уже говорил тоже, мне он позвонил. В Белом доме бой против Топурии. Я говорю, все, давай сразу. И дали мне, я даже не просил, они говорят, Али, гонорар поднимается, потому что в Белом доме. Я говорю, еще лучше.
Islam Makhachev also claimed he accepted the bout immediately when contacted, but says it was canceled the next day after Ilia Topuria allegedly requested a significantly higher purse. He also rejected claims of an injury withdrawal, insisting he had agreed to the fight without negotiating terms.
Звонит и говорит, нет, говорит, отменяйте. Я говорю, почему? Чувствовал, что не так. Он говорит, просто он попросил какие-то пословные гонорары, и все. Менеджер дал интервью и сказал, что нам предложили мало денег за этот бой, и мы отказались. Это же его менеджеру слава. Илья, может, что хочет говорить, но его же менеджер договаривался об этом все. Ну, часто стараюсь не отвечать, ведь в перепалки в интернете не вступать. Но когда уже ересь несут, когда уже ты уже молчишь, и люди начинают верить, что это правда, что он говорит, что я снялся из-за травмы руки. Никакой вообще речи о руке не было. Я сразу же согласился без никаких там запросов на гонорар или что-то.
But these things don't matter now because the aura is lost now, and Ilia has to prove himself again before making any big statements. Coming back to Justin's shocking win, MMA Guru claimed that Justin Gaethje defeated Ilia Topuria by 4th round TKO at UFC Freedom 250 on the White House lawn to become undisputed lightweight champion. He described it as a major upset narrative shift in MMA, saying Gaethje outworked Topuria across most rounds despite surviving some difficult moments.
Justin Gaethje just defeated Ilia Topuria by round 4 TKO to corner stoppage at UFC Freedom 250 on the White House lawn and is now the undisputed lightweight world champion at 37 years old. I can't believe I'm saying these things. I thought Strickland's upset against Chimaev was gonna be enough this year for the MMA gods to start making logic true once again in this sport, but no. Justin Gaethje puts a whooping on Ilia Topuria. Fair enough, survives a nightmarish round 2, but I had Justin Gaethje winning this fight 3 rounds to 1.
MMA Guru weighed in, stating that Justin Gaethje was already leading on his scorecard prior to the finish against Ilia Topuria, citing Gaethje's control of the fight across several rounds. According to MMA Guru, Topuria struggled to cope with Gaethje's relentless pressure and jab exchanges, which marked a significant shift in momentum and a crucial turning point in the bout.
It wasn't even like Ilia Topuria was clearly ahead the whole fight and Justin Gaethje just broke him in round 4 and then Ilia Topuria quits on the stall. I had Gaethje up 3 rounds to 1. I thought he won the first round very clear. It was competitive. Ilia was landing big shots. What am I saying? What am I saying? The whole card was insane. But to finish like this, I can't wait to break down the rest of the card, but this fight, Ilia comes out, he's wandering into jabs like he's never boxed a day in his life. Generational aura loss for Ilia Topuria.
Jorge Masvidal called it one of the greatest fights ever, praising the high-level skill displayed by both men, especially the movement, feints, and pace changes from Justin Gaethje. He admitted he had expected Gaethje to lose badly, but was impressed by his performance, saying it was a statement win and one of the biggest of his career.
I've been watching fights since I'm 12, but MMA since I'm 12 years old. Wow, this ranks as one of the greatest fights ever because on the skill set was just high. It wasn't that they were mean and vicious and violent. The skill level was also very high. What Gaethje was doing, the fakes, the movement, the constant changing of pace, of direction. I gotta say that Gaethje just really impressed me. You know, I was one of these big advocates that he's gonna get smoked, he's gonna get beat up, and he went in there and did some special stuff. So props to Gaethje. Can't believe that. It has to be. It's a bigger win than Sean beating Chimaev, I think, about.
Jorge Masvidal broke down how Justin Gaethje set the tone early, saying he dictated the pace from the opening round with sharp jabs, feints, and uppercuts. He added that Gaethje movement and timing caught Ilia Topuria off guard, noting that Topuria came forward too directly without enough feinting and paid the price for it in the early exchanges.
I didn't see this happening. I thought there was a chance something like this could happen, but not the way that the fight played out from the start. Gaethje was able to dictate the pace because the first round he won, and the first round is where he actually hurt his right eye. He managed to land a real good left hook, good jab, some fakes that led into uppercuts. He faked the takedown, came with the uppercut. Like, Gaethje looked fast, sharp. He used his length. I think Ilia early on, he just walked straight forward. Ilia walked him down, didn't do no feints, just straight walked at him. And he hit a lot of jabs right in the beginning. If people watch that first round, that first minute, you're gonna see a lot of mistakes that Ilia just made. He just like walked right through him. I don't think he respected him too much, you know, he just came right at him.
That's all we have from today's video. And with the lightweight division now shifting again after a chaotic night of action, questions are already building around Ilia Topuria, Ilia's recovery timeline, and how quickly he can return to competition after taking significant damage, while Justin Gaethje win immediately pushes him deeper into the title conversation and potential super fight discussions moving forward. As for what's next, all eyes will be on whether Ilia can rebound and re-establish his position at the top, while Gaethje now stands in a spot where bigger fights, higher stakes, and a possible undisputed run are all on the table. The lightweight division has opened up again, and both names are right at the center of it. If you enjoyed the breakdown, subscribe for more UFC post-fight reactions, fighter updates, and MMA analysis.